YouTube. In this video I'm gonna read you a story from my Missoni limited edition notebook from Moleskine, and this one I wrote with a fountain pen, Parker Sonnet fountain pen, and the name of the story is Quality for Cheap Doesn't Exist, and it's a pretty funny one, you know. So the story goes like this. I see a steam vehicle roll by me. I have noticed that everyone who has that brand of steam vehicle always drive it in so much style. I wonder why that is. When he drives his steam vehicle, it almost looks like the car is hovering above the earth. Next I see a cheaper vehicle come around the curve and it smashes directly into the side of the steam vehicle I was just talking about. Like bam, you know. The cheap steam vehicle crumbles into the side of the expensive one like an aluminium can, you know. Meanwhile, the expensive steam vehicle doesn't even seem to take a dent from the impact. The driver of the expensive steam vehicle just seems to be laughing while he drives off the scene. Soon I see from the sidewalk the steambulance come gather up the remains of the cheap vehicle drivers. I guess you just can't get quality for cheap. Imagine that. The guy with the expensive one just rolls off the freaking scene, and the guy with the cheap one is like all smashed up in his car and all crumpled up and screaming for his life, you know. That's pretty funny. Funny, doesn't it sound pretty funny? It's not funny at all, you know. And that's why you always go for the quality, you know. Don't go cheap with some things, you know. And how I invented this story. Well, I remember these like things where some cars like smash into a wall and there's like these dummies inside. It's pretty funny. And when I was outside, I have been looking at like Tesla drivers. You know, there are a lot of Tesla drivers actually in my city here in Finland, you know. It's like freezing, you know. It's like freezing over here. But I have noticed about the Tesla drivers that they always drive in style, you know. They have a certain way of driving the car that cannot be replicated on any other car, and it's gentlemanly, you know. It's gentlemanly, you know. They drive the car like they could wear the freaking fedora, you know. I bet a fedora hat and a Tesla car would be a really good combination. But I wonder if it's the driver or if it's the style, or if it's the style of driving that they drive, or is it like a combination of the two? Is it the driver or the car? Where does the style come from? I wonder if like Elon Musk has like talked and think about this. Has he like designed this into the product? I have no idea. But with some of these clothes, I have noticed how they like change your style in a sense. So I could imagine that if you design a product, the Tesla is really well designed, that's for sure. Then it can affect how the driver drives it. Well, it's an expensive car, so they take it really like carefully usually. The drivers of the Tesla cars are really considerate people. Like really considerate. Like I was walking, I'm gonna tell you this story, I have to tell you this story. I was walking really slowly with a fedora on my head, and I was doing this self-hypnosis thing on myself. And I usually walk like really slowly, and it was like freezing cold outside. And when I did, there was this Tesla driver with like a white Tesla car stopped by on the street, you know, a long street. There was no other cars coming, and it was like the night time, and asked if I'm all right. Is everything all right, you know? No freaking Audi driver or BMW driver would have ever like stopped like that. That's for sure. I just said, yeah, I'm doing a bit of art over here. And he was just showed me thumbs up and freaking left. But you know, I was like, man, that was such a considerate man, you know, and a Tesla driver. And you know, this drives with so much style, and there's some like differences between the drivers, but there's also some like the sameness of the car, how it like moves. Like there's so much style in it, and if you combine that with a fedora, you know, like if you saw the Tesla driver in the car with the fedora, you know, and mustache, That would be the most awesome thing, you know. Usually car drivers nowadays don't wear those cool hats. It's a shame. It's a shame, you know. The culture has devolved, you know. But thanks for watching.